just pulled up to the gym, so I'm gonna go hit a glute workout. I am doing a deload week, which I will sit down and like explain the benefits when you should take one. But I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow when I don't look like a mess and I have to get ready really quickly for work. So it's one of my last days of the deload week. I am gonna try to record it, but remember, things are easier, a little shorter because it's a deload. So just keep that in mind if you do repeat this workout. I'm gonna try to do a full day of eating, but since I have work, I don't know how it'll go. I don't typically record things at work, but I'm gonna try to show you. That way you can see that I do stay on track even when I'm at work. So that's the plan for today. All I've had so far are rice cakes and 2 ounces of deli turkey. So just a nice little pre-workout, and that's really it. So I'm gonna head in there now, start recording. It's a little later than I wanted to get here, so I'm kind of in a rush, but it's fine. Oh, last thing, checked in with coach today. It's a good check-in. I was down a pound and about a ½ inch around my waist, which is great, but because we're getting close, we're in like single digits now, we're 9 weeks out, he still might make adjustments just to keep things rolling. I don't really know, so when he answers, I'll update you guys. But until then, we're just gonna go work out and hope he answers by the time we get done.
Better off as strangers. Believe me when I say, loving me is loving danger. Your heart is bound to break. I walk alone in the night, neath the pale moon. Loving's for the fools. Baby, beware of my body. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf, I'm a lone wolf, I'm a lone wolf, I'm a lone wolf, creeping through the shadows and the corners of your mind. I go with the windows, I run but I don't hide. I hear the call of the wild, whispering the name. No, I can't be tamed. My heart belongs to the night. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf, I'm a lone wolf, I'm a lone wolf, I'm a lone wolf,
Okay, so last clip you saw was Friday, at which I was at the gym and my friend called me and she locked her keys in her house, so I had to like go try and help her, which I couldn't do anything anyway. But it just threw like my whole schedule off, and then from that moment on, I've been working like crazy because Mother's Day weekend is like a server's worst nightmare. So I haven't had a chance to record anything. Of course, my full day of eating fell through. I did stay on track like all weekend, but I just didn't have time to like pick up the camera and show you guys what I was eating since I was like go, go, go. But I don't know if I'm gonna end the video here, or I might try and get some clips tomorrow, which would be Monday. So if I don't, make sure you like this video and subscribe. I really appreciate you watching, and I will catch you next week. And if this is not the last clip of the video, then I'll see you in the next clip. So Okay, so I went to edit the video. I wasn't gonna add anything in and try and get it up in time, but I edited it and I only had about 5 minutes worth of footage, and I was like, I cannot upload a 5-minute video. So I figured I would just update you with what happened with Paul. He did not end up changing anything, so we're keeping things the same for this week. And I check in again on Friday like usual. Having a ton of acne problems, so you get all of this because I'm trying not to put makeup on it. But sorry if it scares you. I did put on Instagram, like, ask for some tips. So I'm trying some new stuff. I am trying a new brand of products, and then I'm also trying tea tree oil as a spot treatment, and so far it's actually really helping. It's taking like the inflammation out of my breakouts, which is one of the things that bothers me the most, so that's good. And lastly, I wanted to talk about the deload week that I was taking. It's over now, but I told you guys I was gonna explain it a little bit, so I'm gonna do that. What a deload week is taking a week of letting your body take a break. So it's not necessarily that you're not gonna go to the gym, but you're gonna go to the gym and you're not gonna lift as heavy for 1 week. The reason for this is heavy lifting and constantly beating your body down is really, really taxing on the central nervous system, and every once in a while it does need a break. So what you do is you go to the gym, and for 1 week, you can lower the amount of weight you lift. You could lower how many sets and reps you do. I kind of do a combination of both. Another reason for a deload week is take care of some inflammation. Like I said, it's really hard on the body to constantly be tearing it down like that. So at a certain point, inflammation will start to affect your recovery. It starts to affect the way your body's responding. And the final reason is to avoid injury. If your body's always in a sore, inflamed state, it's gonna kind of weaken, and that can lead to some pretty serious injuries. So you wanna avoid that. How I deloaded was I took about the program I had for the week before, and I just repeated it, but I lowered all my weights by 20, and every so often I would even skip a set just to kind of reduce the volume I was doing as well. There are usually way more structure to it, but I kind of am very good at auto-regulating my workouts, and I take note of like the weights I use and stuff like that, so it was pretty easy for me to just do it that way. How often you should do it? This is gonna depend on a lot. One, how hard are you going? If you're just going in and lifting a couple weights and leaving, you're not really putting too much stress on the body, you lift like 3, maybe 4 times a week, you might not have to take a deload at all. If you're in there 5, 6 days a week lifting really heavy, such as like a power lifter is doing the big 3 multiple times a week, they usually should take a deload like every 4th week or 5th week or something like that. So it really all just depends. For me, I try to listen to my body. I don't take one as much as I should. For like a bodybuilder type workout, every 6 to 8 weeks is probably a good idea. And you're doing the big 3 lifts often, maybe a little bit more frequently. It also depends on such stuff like your age, your health. If you have weak joints, you should probably take one a little bit more often. If you're very healthy, you're an athlete, you might be able to go another week or 2 without needing one. If you're not good at just programming them in ahead of time, some key signs that you really need one is, 1, you've hit a plateau that you can't break through. Your strength isn't progressing and you don't know why. You're working just as hard, but nothing's moving and you're at a complete standstill. It's your body saying like, we've had enough. So think about taking a deload then. 2 is if your recovery is awful and you can't figure out why, you probably need to deload. And 3rd is if you look in the mirror and you just feel like inflamed, like inflammation, you're having joint problems, stuff like that, often take a deload week. So there are a lot of good videos. My coach Paul has a couple really good videos about it if you want to get a little bit more sciencey, but I just wanted to explain what I did, why I did it, that kind of stuff. So this is actually gonna be the last clip of the video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in next week's video.